Thank you so much for allowing me to share this journey with you. I am a first-gen medical student, and I relate to a lot of things that Dr. Gerard Witt said. I wish I had met him earlier, so DiverseCity would be a place where we could have connected, and I think my med school journey would have been so different. But because the struggle has made me where I am today, and I would really want to pay it forward and continue this process. Now, thank you so much, and yeah, we'd love to hear from you. Of course, your vote will also be awesome too, but even if not, if this moved you at all, I'd love to connect.
Thank you, V. So, Dr. Valdez, we skipped you last time. Let's let you go first.
Yes, I was wondering how this platform will be maintained and sustainable over time, who will keep it up. And the other part of that is once you have that ready, how will it be dispersed to those areas or communities, like, for example, the junior colleges that we just talked about? How will that be disseminated to them?
The first question about maintenance and how this would go. So we are envisioning that actually DiverseCity would become an organization. It's not just going to be an online platform, but it'll be online and offline parts. And so this funding will be the seed to get it going, and it's a proof of concept. There will be, I have a team. I'm the one presenting, but I have medical students and other people who are very much looking forward to this. And actually, in the past, we've gotten students who got funding from their school to work on this as a summer job, or there's a lot of opportunities for collaboration there, speaking of maintenance as well. And sorry, the other question is how to, how are we getting this community college? And so so from the partners, actually, one of the slides I showed, we shared it with the college track, we've shared it with teachers, we shared it with the social media, and it actually went like beyond our wildest imagination. We got so many feedback and stories from people that this is something people want to see, because in medicine often there's not that that space for people to be raw, to share what's real, and we have all these publications out there, but I have yet to see anywhere when we can really say, like Dr. Rhea Boyd, one of the highlights I shared there, that she talked about what it was like to be one of the very few Black medical students at UCSF, and what that was like for her. And the CEO for Teach for America, she talked about what it was like for her to talk with, make presentation in front of, sorry for politically incorrect, like white men that she didn't feel like she was connected to, if she was like a Latina who grew up in a low-income community. And so, that I think it's gonna spread by the power of people and the power of the stories. And we've also have some current and potential connections where the platform will be used.
Dr. Neal.
This is also an amazing project. One of the challenges with these kind of online mentorship platforms is maintaining it and people falling off. And you have in such a clever way, overcome that. You are having people create videos and things so people can connect to their story, which is so powerful and so permanent, and doesn't require that piece. But there will still be a need for sustaining this and kind of maintaining it and keeping it up to date. What's your vision for that? How are you going to scale that?
Okay, so
because you got to go to medical school and be a doctor one day. So who's going to maintain this?
Yeah, and I agree with you. And when I shared this vision, I was thinking, I have two humble hands. Like, there's not much I can do. And I'm applying to internal medicine, will be a resident. I actually have a medical school med student on board. That's my partner who has actually founded this. And then we have a team. We have students that are from all over who want to collaborate. But I think what you're asking about is like a centralized place where this will be maintained. So my vision for that is there will probably be a structure. This is something, actually, it might even be something that I'm willing to take full time, take time off, in the future after residency, or, somewhere between, because there's like potential for like leadership. Like the IM program I'm applying to has like leadership education track. So I don't see it as two separate things, because for me, medicine and reimagining the future of medical education, they go in together. And I feel like I'm on the ground. I'm so connected with students and my own lived experiences that, this is this is something that is going to grow with me. So, and I'm bringing people along with it. And I'm really grateful for the support I've had so far. And I wish I could share with you all the more supporters, but I just chose like the top 3 there. Yeah.
Well, you are very inspiring, and I hope that you do a TED Talk one day. I think it would be fantastic.
Oh, thank you. But this is, has gone on for like a few years now. We actually just recently took it down, but in terms of maintenance, we do have that potential.
Great. We have a couple minutes left. Karthik, did you have any comments?
I don't actually. I really appreciate it, and I love the proposal. I'll echo what some of the folks were saying in the chat, that it does feel complementary to Jared's as well. It's a great work.
And Jeffrey, Jeff, last word.
Yeah, just again, great work. I want to echo what the panelists have said. I think this is such incredible opportunity to provide to those students that you want to reach. I did put in the chat, there are other programs that potentially one could look at to sort of see what folks are doing, both at the AA and C level, and then at another program that I just recently learned about that's doing good things. I think one of the strengths is that there are so many great ideas, and really trying to bring people together and leverage the resources that organizations or individuals may have, and try to come together. Because I think then, some of the need for different resources and so forth may be decreased. But again, I just want to echo that it's a wonderful, wonderful idea. So I wish you success and luck. So
yeah, thank you so much. And thank you for all those links and resources there. I really appreciate it, because again, in addition to this amazing content and narrative and raw stories, we are also hoping to partner with the local pipelines and local mentorship, in which we imagine diversity as a global community, in which actually we all, all of this on platform are working towards.
Well, thank you so much, Bea, for your energy and your great ideas. Again, for those voting at home, you just heard from Bea Tramplata about DiverseCity.